We all have 24 hours. All right? What makes some of us average, makes some of us good, some of us great, is not the family you was born into. Right? It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with your socioeconomic status. It has everything to do with how you command your life. So if you have a bad day, which is no such thing of, it doesn't exist. You had a bad moment and you were so immature that you let that moment dictate the rest of your day. Right? And y'all not kids no more. I don't do elementary school. Right? I don't do elementary school because they really, a fifth grader, if I'm talking to a third grader, fourth grader, fifth grader, kindergartner, I don't care what I tell them, they're not at a place of maturity where they can switch their mindset. They're kids, you grown. And some of you are grown, but you're still a child. And you brag about how you're an adult. You're only an adult because of your age. You're not an adult because you command your life. You're an adult because of your age. And that's not what makes adulthood. You're not an adult because you are 18 years old, you're 25, 26. If you still kept catching temper tantrums, you still getting attitudes, that means you're not an adult in that area. That means that particular area controls you, right? You almost got into a car accident over with. Car accident been over with 10 hours ago, you still pissed about it. Or you done got into it with your friend. That happened 2 days ago and y'all still not talking. That's immaturity, right? And let me tell you something. You don't know how many days you have. Like, I'm just gonna keep it 100. You don't know how many days you have left. You don't want to be wasting days. Like you're not God. Like you don't create. You can't wake yourself up. You don't know how many days you have left. You can't be playing with the days you have on foolishness. So you have to learn how to control yourself, right? And so y'all know my circumstances. I'm not here because I'm sweet. I'm here because one day I was like, yo, E, you need to get a control of this, bro. You need to get control of your life. You do not have control. You watching doggone TV playing video games when you should be out here grinding. So there are people all the day, people ET. Bro, you do not want to be me. You're not ready for this grind, bro. You're too immature. You're not ready. I'm talking about I was flying from, I flew from Detroit to Milwaukee, Milwaukee to Atlanta, Atlanta to San Diego back to Milwaukee. Like the grind was real, right? Matter of fact, when I was in Milwaukee, it was funny because I've been on the road so much this last week. Matter of fact, when I was in Milwaukee, I did 5 gigs in one day. I did 5 speaking engagements in one day. So when I got to Milwaukee, my man was like, yo, you look tired. I was like, oh, okay, let's go. Now, my man was like, bro, you look tired. I was like, okay, I'm about to show you then. Because what he was saying was he was looking at my body and he saw the different time zones. He saw the fatigue on my body. Like he could physically see it. He was like, yo, you tired. And I told my body, like, bro, this 20 grand, bro. You ain't tired. Push through it. And I had to do 3 gigs in Milwaukee. 3 gigs in Milwaukee. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? So what I'm saying to you is you gotta be mature. And some of you are immature. Somebody just texted me a minute ago. It's like, yo, E, I always wanted to be the first one in my family to go to college. You know, I wanted to be whatever, you know. And so he was like, but I'm failing the class, you know, and I'm not doing as well as I thought I was gonna do. What do you think I should do? I said, what? Get help. What kind of question is that? So what, you shocked? Like you thought college was the Mickey Mouse Club? You thought it was high school? You thought it was middle school? It's real. So what do you mean that you should think by going to the next level, it's gonna be more of a challenge because it's another level, but go get help, right? What you texting me for? What you want me to tutor you? I'm saying I'm clueless on why I got the text. You got Learning Resource Center, you got professors, right? So do me a favor, write this down right now. Give me 2 areas of your life that you like, yo, I'm just flat out, I'm out of control. Because I have no control in that area, no control. Where was I? Oh, it's so funny, I was talking to my next door neighbor. He was like, how you doing, E? I was like, I'm good, but I was in Wisconsin Saturday. He was like, oh, you should have took the Michigan State football offense should have came. They should have came too. Like, you was in Wisconsin, but don't look like the offense was in Wisconsin. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what happened. What was it, 30-something to 0? I'm like, come on, y'all, like for real, you gotta show up. You gotta show up. And some of you can show up when you're at home, when you go on the road, you struggle, meaning that when things are going the way you want, you cool, but when it rains, you gotta grow up. Your body does not control you. You're supposed to control what? I'm just being real talk. I heard somebody tell me they're not a morning person. What kind of foolishness is that? You're not a what? What does that mean exactly? You're not a morning person. What, you a child? What does that mean you're not a morning person? If I got to get up early in the morning to get the money, I'm a morning person. If I got to go play somebody in their hometown and they got home court advantage, I'm about to come bring the heat. Like, listen to me. Like, you got to stop playing. So most of you, what happens is when everything is favorable, you a beast. Make sure you understand what I'm saying. When everything is favorable, meaning like whatever conditions you like, when those conditions are right, you a beast. But when the conditions ain't right, you get smacked in the face. You got to grow up. You got to be a morning person, afternoon person, night person. You got to be at home person, on the road person. You got to be when you feel good person, when you sick person, when you tired person. I took it offensive. My man looked at me, you tired. I'm like, bro, have you lost your mind? I'm about to kill it. I had to do back-to-back speeches, 4 o'clock to 5. Then they wanted me to wait till 8 to start again. I had to sit there for 3 hours and wait and like, let's go. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So write it down. Somebody be honest with me real quick. I got a message, but ain't no need me giving it to you if you're going to be weak. And you're not going to do nothing with what I'm giving you. So 2 people, be honest with me. What's like, man, this is the area where I'm weak at. I'm a child. Time management? Good. Now watch this. We live in a society, y'all so spoiled. Whatever you say, you can go on Google and get the answer for it. You don't even got to go to the library. You can just go on your phone, put Google time management, and a whole bunch of stuff will come up. What was yours? Money? What you mean when you say money? Good. Well, that's not a problem. You're in college. Like, it is what it is. You'll be okay. Yeah. But when you get out, as soon as you get out, or maybe by your junior or senior year, you need to find out if you can make money while you're in college. It's something you could do while you're in school, but you need to focus on school. My daughter be like, I'm broke. You're in college. Like, that's the name of the game. So you get 4 years where you can spend hours and nobody gonna trip on you. You can spend hours learning the craft, but when you come out, you better be so sweet with your craft that your craft is making you money. Write this down, for real. Everybody in this room, you should be an ATM machine. Like, for real, everybody in this room, you should be an ATM machine. You should be able to produce money. You shouldn't have to go to nobody to get money. You should be able to produce money on your own. You are a walking ATM machine. When you were created with a gift. Now, the fact that if you use it or not, that don't got nothing to do with nobody. But I got a gift. I can talk. You know how many other people got a gift that can talk that's broke? You know how many dudes I went to school with? You know how many dudes I grew up in Detroit on the block and Chicago on the block that could talk? They had the gift of gab. You think where y'all from? Y'all think do you know anybody from the D that y'all went to school with that could talk, that could run their mouth? Was it like a handful of them or it was a whole bunch of them? A whole bunch of them. So it's a whole bunch of dudes that can run off at the mouth. They just didn't turn it into a PhD, a master's degree, a 4-year degree. They didn't hone their gift. I looked at it like, bro, you got a gift, but in order to talk, you got to have something to talk about. So let's go to school. I hate school. I don't like school. I hate school. I ain't never liked school. But I took this gift and I honed it. Y'all got a gift and you ain't using it. You should be able to make money. How many of y'all, for real, how many of y'all got homegirls, they call you all the time complaining about something and you walking them through it? Let me see your hand. You're a consultant. You get robbed. You doing it for free. There's people getting paid for that. You sitting around here doing that foolishness. You better stop. Y'all got to help me because I'm old. But there's an app. Somebody told me I should be on it. I ain't using it. But there's an app where I can charge people for my time. What's the name of that app? I could do like happy birthday shout outs. Okay, he close, he knows. Say it again. Cameo. Bro, they told me, if you did Cameo, you could make $500 just wish somebody happy birthday. Imagine if you did 10 happy birthdays. I was like, I'm gonna look into it. It's like you got rich famous people, they want you to say happy birthday to their kid. Their kid look up to you, they'll pay $1,000 for you to say happy birthday, and then they put it up on their Instagram like you know them. You know what I'm saying? He wished me a happy birthday for $1,000. I'm like, I might start doing that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't bad money, 10 a day. I'm just wishing everybody a happy birthday. Make 10 grand, 10 stacks, say happy birthday. I'm being real. What's it called? Cameo. So for those of you who are doing that, look up Cameo. You tell your homegirl, don't be calling me for free no more. At least give me lunch. Give me $10, $15. Right? You laughing. I'm not laughing. Somebody got paid coming up with an app where celebrities can use their time. Unbelievable. All right, good. Somebody else be honest with me. Talk to me. It's like, I don't have no control of this area. Yes. Yeah. Good. So we're going to focus on the real good, keep the real good, get rid of the real bad. You're going to take your life to a whole other level. Commitment. What does that look like?
Say I'm going to do something and then it doesn't sometimes.
Bro, you fix that right there. You fix that commitment, boy, you're going to go to a whole other. Each one of us, the things that you don't have control over is the things that's keeping you from being sweet. And at what point are you going to fight against that nature in you that you know? So if I was to ask most of you, you already know what your challenge is. You ain't dumb. You know what it is. You just don't fight it. And I'm challenging you to fight it. Is that all right? Good. So I want you to write down, these are the areas that I struggle in. I want you to take one of them at a time, and I want you to come up with a plan to overcome that. Is that all right? Come on now. Is that all right? Yeah. Good. Just give me some energy. Is that all right? Yeah. Good. So this all started with you having a bad day. Stop being immature. Fix it. Stop it and fix the day. All right? Stop it. Fix it right then. Right? And the only reason you're having a bad day is because of what you're thinking about. Now, I read something that said that the human brain is phenomenal, and it could think like of 1,000,000 and something different things. Right? It's explosive. But the one thing it cannot do is it cannot think of two ideas at the exact same time. It does not have the capacity to think of two things at once. Now, it has the capacity in an hour to think about a whole bunch of stuff, but at one particular moment, it cannot think about more than one thing. So if you're having a bad day or having a bad moment, it means you're probably focusing on what? Whatever that bad thing is, that's what you're focusing on. So then you just turn it around by doing what? Think of something different. All right, let me give y'all an example because y'all acting slow. Let me give you an example. All right, so I've been married almost 30 years, right? And I'm going to be real. With my wife, I feel like it's like 90-10. I feel like most good marriages is about 80-20. I'm at a point, I've been doing it for a while, so I feel like it's 90-10. Like 90% of her sweet, and there's 10% that I'm like, all right, I don't particularly care for that. 90-10, right? I'm thinking the average one is 80-20. Ain't nobody get married on no 50-50. I'm just being real. I ain't never heard nobody get married on like, we kind of like each other, we kind of don't. It's 50-50. Like on Monday, I think she's sweet. Tuesday, she whack. Wednesday, I think she's sweet again. Thursday, she whack. I just never seen nobody get married on 50-50. Right? I think most marriages is 70-30, 80-20. I'm blessed. I'm 90-10. So if a person love each other 80-20, then why is it that people get divorced? Because they what? They're focusing on the 20%. And you know what's crazy? I love my wife. My wife be like, she be getting on my head. She like, so you're a motivational speaker, huh? So you gotta practice what you preach, right? So the other day, you know, she did something like she might have washed my wallet. I was like, boo, you still washing my wallet? Like I got important stuff in there. She's like, you know what? My bad. I got you. My bad. Wash your own clothes if that's, you know, because I can't guarantee you. But my bad. You know, whatever. So then she did something the other day that was sweet, and I didn't say nothing about it. And she was like, what's up? I was like, what you mean what's up? She's like, I just hooked you up. Let me get some energy. Like, you ain't giving me the same energy you give me when I put the wallet in there. I need the same energy on the positive stuff. I want you, are you hearing what I'm saying? She's like, yo, I ain't tripping on you being mad about the wallet, but then I looked out and did something for you. I'm not getting that same energy. I need that same energy. And that's what's going wrong. When something negative happens in your life, you giving it mad energy. When something good happens, you acting like it's supposed to happen. That's why your life messed up. Because you focus on the stuff that's wrong. You're not putting the same energy on what's right. My girl like, yo, you came home from being on the road. I had the crib clean. Did you even notice the house was clean? I was like, I ain't even gonna lie, sweetie. I ain't even notice it. But I noticed when stuff, and it's just weird how we are as humans. We notice the bad and we talk about the bad, but we don't notice the good and talk about the good. We don't harp on the good. So I just gave you a quick principle to turn your whole life around. And when that 10% come up with my wife, like, yo, she washed your doggone wallet, you lost an important number. I go with, when you was homeless and a high school dropout, she snuck you in your mom's crib in the wintertime. Soon as I go, oh, the wallet, she washed my wallet, I go, bruh, when she was a teenager, her mom used to give her an allowance. She used to give you most of her allowance. Bruh, when you was homeless and a high school dropout, she convinced you to get your GED and go to college with her. Bro, when you was 19 and asked her hand in marriage, she gave it to you. When you didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, why are you tripping on a wallet? Have you lost your mind? This person has changed your life, gave you 2 beautiful children. Have you lost your mind? A wallet, and that's what you do wrong. You focus so much on the negative that you forget all the positive. And then when you do think about the positive, you're not putting the energy in the positive like you put in the negative. Somebody talk back to me. Am I lying? Talk back to me. You lying. You messing yourself up. You got 90-10 and you focus on the 10. You got 80-20, you focus on the 20. That's what you're focusing on. People like ET, it's cold in Michigan. Don't focus on that. If you focus on that, you're going to be struggling. Because it's cold November, like now, right now, we right there. So you're looking at the rest of October, November, December, January, February, March, April, probably most of May. So if you want to focus on how cold it is, you're about to have 8 months of a nightmare. For real, you better focus on people on ET. I was like, we don't got mosquito problems like y'all got. I just make up something. We don't got mosquitoes like that. They dead. I'm just being real. Y'all getting mosquito bite. Y'all about to die. We don't have that problem in November here. Ain't nobody getting bit by nothing out here but frostbite. That's the only thing that people get. That's it. A lot of the diseases is dying. Like, yo, for real, I keep it optimistic, not because I'm stupid. Like, people be coming up to me like, E, you stupid. I'm not stupid. I can be negative just like you negative. I can talk down just like you talk. I'm not stupid. It ain't like I don't see what's going on in the world. It's not like I couldn't be a pessimist. I see crazy stuff happening just like you see it. I see a lady police come and just shoot her in her crib. And I see what you see. I see kids on the block shooting and killing each other. I'm from Chicago originally. I see more kids getting shot in Chicago than Afghanistan. I'm not stupid. I see what's going on, but I don't want to focus on that because if I put my energy into something negative, automatically my body's going to respond and I'm going to start doing negative stuff. That's the way the body is designed. You talk negative and your body does negative. You talk negative, you get diseases. You talk negative, mentally certain things happen. I'm not stupid. I know how to talk negative. I was homeless too. My father wasn't in my life too. I've been in struggles too. But I've come to realize that when you think optimistically and you speak positively, you can speak those things which are not as though they were. You can say certain things out your mouth and make it happen. So I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I know how to talk negative just like you know how to talk negative, but it don't work. It don't help nobody. So when people call me on that dumb stuff, man, I can't believe I'm like, I'm going to have to let you go. You're going to have to call somebody else, or you're going to have to pay me like $20,000, $30,000 an hour to do that foolishness. Nobody got time for that. So it's no secret. You are where you are because you focusing on stuff you ain't got no business focusing on. You can't control that.